The arrival of Christian Arroyo has been a great story for the Giants. Coming up with clutch hits and playing with youthful energy, the rookie is providing a spark. But the rest of the Giants need to provide the fire. It's time for the lineup to ignite and light up the scoreboard. Giants Padres next.
We've got Friday Night Baseball here at AT&T Park. Welcome to NBC Sports Bay Area, powered by Xfinity. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, the Dodgers depart after 4 games, and here come the Padres. And, you got to be careful with the Padres. They took 2 out of 3 from the Giants earlier in San Diego. So they're a team that can frighten you a little bit. But Samardzija is a guy who can shut him down. He has had some pretty good stuff this year.
Well, he has had good stuff. He hasn't had much luck. He's 0-4 in an ERA in the 7s coming into tonight's start. But if you look at what he has done traditionally against the Padres, he has done very well. 7-2 lifetime with a 3.19 ERA. Now, that's dealing. Tonight, he'll have to do it without Buster Posey. He's going to have to do it without Eduardo Nunez. So it's a different lineup. But the Giants, who've scored 21 runs in the last 16 games, are trying to shake it up to find some reasons that they should be scoring more, and hopefully they can start tonight.
Yeah, Michael Morris is at first base, so we'll get to see 4 or 5 at-bats from him, which should be very entertaining. All right, stay tuned. We'll take you to our NBC Sports Bay Area studios for an update, and we'll do that right after this.
NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Southwest. Giants Baseball. Baseball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By Jack in the Box. Come try the new guacamole and bacon chicken sandwich only at Jack in the Box. And by the 2017 Jeep Cherokee with an EPA estimated 30 highway miles per gallon.
Good couple of numbers right there. Fans headed into AT&T Park to watch their Giants, who are 2-2 on this homestand. And tonight, welcome in the San Diego Padres for a 3-game series. Welcome back to the broadcast. I'm Amy Gutierrez. All eyes tonight on Jeff Samardzija. He's going to be on the hill for your San Francisco Giants. But all week long, it's the newest Giant who's becoming very quickly a fan favorite. A big week for Christian Arroyo and his family. We're going to make it our Ford Smart Play. It is brought to you by your California Ford dealers. Monday, there he is. He gets the call, road trips it from Sacktown to the big city for his Major League debut. Then Tuesday, the 21-year-old comes up huge. First career hit off, none other than Clayton Kershaw. Why stop there? No, we're not going to stop cheering for him, because on Wednesday, he checks off another box. His first bye-bye baby, a 2-run shot off Sergio Romo. His defense not too shabby this week either, and we can tell he gets his slick hands from his mama, who never dropped a nacho. Not one hit the floor while she was cheering for her baby boy. Very fun to see indeed. All right, as I said, Jeff Samardzija will be on the hill for your Giants this evening. Game 1 against the Padres. You got Kruk and Kipe, you got lineups, and you got first pitch. It's all coming your way. Stand by.
Here at AT&T Park, the Giants take the field, led out by Hunter Pence. And there's your starter, Jeff Samardzija. Our Game Time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The boardwalk is definitely open. Visit beachboardwalk.com for park hours. 64 degrees here at the yard. The wind's at 13 miles per hour. And it is a cool and breezy night. All right, let's take a look at the Padres lineup, and it's brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It'll go like this. It'll be Margot, Ibar, and then Will Myers. Solarte is your cleanup hitter, and he's a good player. It'll be Schimpf, Spangenberg, and Austin Hedges. Hedges will hit 7th, and it's Jabari Blash hitting 8th, and Luis Perdomo is pitching and batting 9th.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the right-hander Jeff Samardzija. Samardzija, 6'5", 250-pounder. He's 32 years of age in his 8th year at the big league level, and in 4 starts, 0-4 with a 7.40 ERA. The strikeout total very good, 30 strikeouts in 24 1/3. And what you'll see when you take your bats against Samardzija is you're going to see a fastball that goes anywhere from 92 to 98 miles per hour. He will 2 and 4 seam the fastball. He has a cutter, a curveball, and a split. Or actually, it's a circle change now. And there you see how he uses it. The fastball he'll throw at you half the time, and then he'll mix the specialty pitches in. The slider is the one he uses the most. Lifetime against his Padres, he's done well. 7-2 with a 3.19 ERA. Let's take a look at the Giants defensively. Starting in their outfield from left to right, it'll be Belt, Stubbs, and Pence. Arroyo and Gillespie on the left side of the infield. Panic and Morris on the right side. And Nick Hundley, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
So here we go. Padres in for 3. As we get ready for the first pitch of the ball game. And it's Samardzija to Margot. And it's a healthy swing and a foul. So we get started right on time at 7:15. Margot hitting at 271. Chops this one up the middle. Arroyo is going to throw on the run, and a nice play, and that's how this game gets started.
All right, time now for our Nissan keys to the game. And Samardzija get back on track. He's throwing well, not having much to show for it. He needs a couple of breaks, but he needs to trust his stuff and be confident. Number 2, Michael Morris, stay hot. Oh yeah, he's hitting 1,000. Well, 1 for 1, but that one home run, that one hit was a home run, so we need him to stay hot. Those are our Nissan keys to the game.
So here's Eric Ibar. And Ibar takes the ball. It's called by home plate umpire Mark Wagner. It's Malinsky, Foster, and Winters from 1st to 3rd.
And Wagner can have a tight zone. He doesn't have big corners, and you will see some high strikes with him.
Next pitch is high. 1 ball and no strikes.
So let me ask you, if you're Christian Arroyo, you're playing shortstop tonight, is that the kind of ground ball you want to have to start it off?
No, not really. Maybe a soft line drive 1-hopper. But once you make it, you're feeling pretty good, and now you want everything hit at you. Lifted to shallow left. It's going to be Belt, and the baby giraffe puts it away.
Well, so far he's best dressed tonight.
I'll only call him that when he actually looks like it.
Well, I mean, he looks like it on fly balls and pop-ups. I mean, that's how he got the nickname when he was playing left field. He reminded you of a baby giraffe. And when he was told that he reminded you of a baby giraffe, he said, well, yeah, my wife says I'm awkward.
Yeah. Here's Myers. The Padres are coming off a trip to Arizona. There's a call strike where they lost 3 out of 4. Their one win, they scored 5 runs in the 9th to beat Fernando Rodney. That's the only win they had.
That's kind of a miracle win.
Yeah, and prior to that, they had lost 2 out of 3 at home against the Marlins. Good breaking ball. So they're in a little bit of a rut right now, with the exception of that 1 inning against Rodney. 0-2 to Myers, 316. Very close.
Good effort there with the paralysis fastball in the outside corner. You're right. I mean, Will Myers, the one guy not in a rut, hit 316 with 5 big flies and 14 RBIs. And since he came into the league, I mean, you look at him and he has just matured. I mean, he's much stronger now, obviously. But against the margins, never been able to figure him out. 0 for 10 with 4 Ks.
5 Ks. Panic's going to lead things off. It's 0-0. Two, three. Here's the Giants lineup, and it's brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It'll be Joe Panik in the leadoff spot. Then it's Brandon Belt. See Belt's numbers against the Pods in 3 games, followed by Pence, Morris, and then Christian Arroyo. Arroyo is hitting in that 5th slot. Then it's Gillespie, Hundley, and Stubbs gets the nod in center. And Jeff Samardzija, who is 0 for 8 on the season. The Shark is on the hill.
On the hill tonight for the San Diego Padres will be the right-hander Luis Perdomo. Perdomo, a youngster, 23 years of age. He's in his 2nd year at the big league level, 6'2", 200-pounder. And there's you see the numbers: no wins, no losses, with an ERA of 6.97. He's got great stuff. You're going to see a lot of ground balls. He's got one of the better sinkers in the game, and he can go mid to high 90s with velocity. He also has a curveball and a changeup.
He seems to pitch well at times against the Giants. Panik, however, is 4 for 7 lifetime with 3 doubles. It's this one on the ground, and Onage is Onage.
Let's take a look at the San Diego Padres defensively, starting in their outfield from left to right. It'll be Spangenberg, Margot, and Blash. Ibar and Schimpf, they're on the left side of the infield. Solarte and Myers on the right side. Austin Hedges, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
Here's Belt. Belt hitting at 238. And Belt goes the other way and smokes it down the left field line, and he's aboard. Brandon Belt pulling out to Tony Gwynn.
Well, and the Tony Gwynn is simply a left-handed hitter going the opposite way. Stays inside it beautifully and turns around the sinking fastball and jumps on the first one he sees.
You think they would change the defense around if he did that a few more times?
Yeah, they would. They absolutely would.
Here's Pence. Pence is hitting .291 with a home run, 10 driven in. 2 for 4 lifetime against Perdomo. And he looks at a strike. That's 92. Pence on the homestand is 4 for 17. takes that pitch in tight to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Michael Morse is on deck. And I think these two guys aren't tight. They're wearing their socks the exact same way.
Yep, they got together on the phone, no doubt.
One and two.
See the movement boring in on the right-handed hitting Pence, and when the fastball of Perdomo gets up around the belt, the movement is flat. When it's down around the knees, it bottoms out. And I don't think he can hit the ball or throw the ball straight.
Hedges is going to make the catch, so Pence pops out. And here's Michael Morse.
One thing the Giants have not been able to do is get offense going the first time through the lineup. And here they have an opportunity. Table setters have done their job.
Morse has had 1 at bat, and that was the pinch hit home run he hit the other night against the Dodgers. And he hits this one slowly to Solarte, whose only play is at first. Both runners advance, and Christian Arroyo is going to get a shot. Arroyo, since he's been called up, is 4 for 16. And he takes the first pitch down low.
With that last fastball, 95 miles per hour, and it is our fast pitch brought to you by Xfinity, the fastest Wi-Fi at home and on the go.
Two balls, no strikes with Connor Gillespie on deck. Panic and Belt opened up the bottom of the first with base hits. Sharp ground ball. Ibar kicks it. Everybody's safe. Giants lead 1-0. Well, you take him any way you can get him.
Anyway.
That one had a little bit of mustard on it, though.
Looked like it had a little topspin. It came up on Ibar, who's normally pretty sure-handed. And it really absolutely frosts an infielder when he makes an error and it costs his team a run and maybe more. That's our Exmo. It's brought to you by your local Toyota dealer.
So here's Gillespie. So on the play, obviously Belt goes to third. Gillespie hitting at 136. Out of play. Hard to get consistent at bats if you're a bench player, and that's part of the reason Gillespie's numbers are what they are. 136, a couple of RBIs.
Same thing happened to him last year. I mean, he hit the ball hard. He didn't get much to show for it the first couple months of the season. But you still look forward to his at-bats. You know he's going to grind you.
A line drive, base hit. That's a 2-out base hit for Gillespie, and it's 2-0. So
watch the elbows both been on through the swing, just digging out this 94-mile-an-hour sinker middle in.
Going right back up the middle. Just excellent back control approach. I think he had it in his mind he was going to hit that ball up the middle the whole time, and that will make Bruce Bochy smile. Runs in the first inning. Hadn't seen a lot of those.
3 hits in the inning and an error, and the error very costly. And here's Nick Hundley. Hundley is 0 for 7 on the homestand. Now hitting at .217 with 3 runs batted in. And a breaking ball, and it's 0-1 with Drew Stubbs to follow.
That may have been the message from Darren Balsley, the pitching coach for the Padres. Start knowing your other pitches. And it happens to with sinker ballers. They can get pigeonholed and just keep throwing sinkers up there.
0-2.
2 pitches, 2 curveballs, 2 good ones.
Well, if that was his message, that's a good message.
Well, it is. I mean, and he's got a good curveball. I mean, that's perfect, is what that is. He's got a good changeup too.
So Arroyo at second and Gillespie at first. And he got him on 3 pitches as Hedges will throw down to Myers, and that'll end the inning. So the Giants are on the board twice. 3 singles, an error. Is in the inning. Panic and Belt score, and the Giants lead 2-0.
NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Toyota, the full-line automaker with the longest-lasting vehicles in America. Toyota, let's go places.
The Giants and Airbnb and the Hamilton families have partnered to raise awareness and funds in support of the city of San Francisco's Heading Home campaign. The Heading Home campaign is dedicated to ending family homelessness in San Francisco. For every Giants run scored at AT&T Park, Airbnb and the Giants will donate $1,000 to the Heading Home campaign. Now, you can also do it by texting home to 91-999, or you can go to hamiltonfamilies.org. Here's Solarte. And Solarte takes a pitch inside, 1-1 strike. Solarte off to a good start. 295, a couple of home runs, 16 runs batted in. And he is 4 for 10 lifetime against Jeff Samardzija. And he skies this one out to Drew Stubbs. He didn't get both cheeks into that one. That ball started to carry.
Yeah, that's a little more distance than I thought he was going to get. I mean, he took the legs out of that swing with a good changeup.
Amy G's here on a Friday night. Amy, what's up?
Well, I have some good news, Dwayne. Madison Bumgarner a little more giddy up in his step today walking into AT&T Park because he officially began rehabbing that sprained shoulder. They're going to start slow, gentlemen. They're going to work with range of motion exercises. Madison telling me that he is feeling a lot better, especially with the pain level, especially with his ribs. But they are estimating him to be out about 2 months, rehabbing in 3 to 4 weeks to build up his arm strength. Dwayne, Mike?
All right. We're going to take that as good news, Amy.
Well, yeah, we are. And the fact that they don't have to do a surgery on the big man, that is huge. So figure a little bit after All-Star break, good chance we'll see him.
Schimpf with a mighty swing and a foul straight back. Usually that noise means that somebody in the upper deck came up with an error.
Well, he had his glove.
Well, that's who ended up with it down below. Belt. Belt. Belt.
Not a problem.
All right, here we go. What happened?
I got this one. I got this one.
Not a problem.
Oh, E10.
Ditch the hat and use your hands.
And it goes right in the back of her seat. And just like that, it finds a good home.
I mean, he brings a glove, she's drinking the beer, and who gets the ball?
Well, she does.
This guy here. Use your hands. Center field hit well. Stubbs. 7-pitch inning, side retired. All 3 balls hit in the air. Stubbs, Samardzija panic coming up. True stories. It happened on April 28th, 2011 in Pittsburgh. It was Ryan Vogelsong, and he recorded his first ever win with the Giants. 5 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. He threw 99 pitches. It was part of the great story of Ryan Vogelsong, and that was his journey. And he traded to the Pirates, beat the Pirates, pitched for the Pirates. And then in postseason, every start he made, the Giants won. Bogey, if you're watching, we miss you.
One of the greatest San Francisco Giants of all times.
Hit on the ground to Schimpf. And I will throw Javier Lopez under the bus. When we talked to him the other day, We were kidding around, and I said, "You see Vogie? Yeah, he lives down the street." I said, "Is he still grumpy?" And Lopez said, "He wakes up grumpy and he goes to bed grumpy."
He's not happy unless he's grumpy. I mean, that's just the deal.
Of course, Lopez said that with a huge smile on his face. A one hopper, and Samardzija retired.
Well, you can now stream the Giants on the go on NBC Bay Area, on NBCSportsBayArea.com and the NBC Sports app presented by Honda.
Ryan Vogelsong. What a great dude. Panic bluffs a bunt and he takes a strike. Comes back and gets another call. It's 0-2.
That's a healthy velocity for that sinker that Perdomo has, and you can see why the Padres are so high on this young man. He's only 23 years old. Thought he had strike 3 there. Went right back in that inside corner front door style again.
One and two.
Specialty pitches, like you just saw, the changeup is an area of improvement that the Padres want to see.
Oh, 2 to 3-2.
The thing about a sinker baller is you can use him so many different ways, but he is a pitcher that pitches to contact for the most part.
Driven to right and foul.
That was loud.
Yeah, it had the right sound.
And it got the folks up there in the Virgin America booth pretty excited.
You light them up. And another base hit for Panic. All right, stay hot, Joe.
Well, he just might find a home there in that leadoff spot.
Might be the leadoff guy of the year.
Inside out, the perfect approach to beat Sink, because that movement's running away from him. And just goes with the movement, finds a hole on the left side, and beats the shift.
Here's Bell to line to single to left field. And he takes it wide. 1 ball and no strikes.
Because of the movement on the sinker for Perdomo, it really is a good matchup for Brandon Bell. I mean, Brandon Bell's got a little natural uppercut, and this movement of the sinker definitely feeds his swing.
Quick toss, Panic back.
Infield plays to pull, outfield plays to go the other way.
And Belt's got another hit. Oh, he's starting to figure it out, isn't he? That's awesome.
Wouldn't it be something? Right now it's time for our Jeep drive of the game. We go back to April 7th of this year. Against the Padres, Brandon Bell's first career grand slam was hit off of Luis Perdomo at Petco Park. Bell hit the slam in the 6th inning, and he hit a solo shot in the 8th for his 4th career game with 2 home runs.
So Panic and Belt are 4 for 4. How about that? Pence popped out in the 1st. And he takes a breaking ball for a strike.
The other thing too, when you're hitting off of a sinker ball, or especially on the first pitch, you're not going to go up there looking for anything but sink. You know how often he likes to throw that fastball, and you're just going to sit on it. So from Perdomo's perspective, if he could flop a curveball over, an easy way to take strike one, because nobody's going to be looking for it.
Comes back with another one. Is nothing in 2. So Pence in a battle now. No balls and 2 strikes. And tight 1 and 2.
And again, Perdomo had a little leak towards the dugout. Thought he had strike 3. Did not miss by much. And Mark Wegner, the plate umpire, I mean, he's got more of a high ball strike zone than a low ball strike zone. It's not a great strike zone for sinker ballers.
Look out.
Well, Pence thought he got hit.
I think Pence thought he got hit. Whether he, I think he felt like he was going to get hit. Yeah, he hit him.
Definitely hit the uniform. So if you're going to get hit, that's how you want to get hit.
And they're going to look at it.
This is one they're going to win.
See, the thing about Hunter Pence is he just doesn't argue.
No, I'm putting that hit by pitch. He's moving on.
This replay review is presented by Xfinity.
Should be pretty quick here. Mike Winters, the crew chief. Yep, hits the uniform. That's part of you. That is a hit batsman without a bruise. And by the way, you don't want to get hit by a 95-mile-an-hour sinker. That's like the worst pitch to get hit by.
So Pence is about ready to run to first. Bases are now loaded after Stubbs and Samardzija grounded out. Samardzija hit a slow roller to Solarte at second. Here he looks at a strike, and it's 0-1.
Again, Austin Hedges, the catcher for the Padres, calling that first pitch breaking ball to steal a strike.
Two.
So that's power on power right there. 96-mile-an-hour sink, and that is, if he hits that ball, it's a 500-footer.
One and two.
Talked about Michael Morse a couple days ago, hit the ball up on the deck, the second deck where the Coke bottle is in left field. He hit the facing of it again today. I mean, those are monstrous fly ball home runs.
And he struck him out with a breaking ball, and that'll end the inning. Giants get him loaded. Third inning coming up, 2-0.
because it's the 11th year of the All-Star Teacher Program. It is presented by Provident Credit Union, and we've got right here Andrew Seike. He teaches at Lynbrook High School in San Jose. He's one of 5 finalists for the chance to win $20,000 for his school. He's taught for over 20 years English literature, and along with his passion for teaching, guys, he's determined to help his students become better people. We love that. And in hopes of reaching even more students and fostering the development of character, he teaches martial arts in an after-school program. So to vote for Mr. Seike, visit www.nbcsportsbayarea.com/AST. Dwayne and Mike.
Where are you? One down. Or make that Gillespie one down.
And what are you told when you're playing third base? You take everything you can get going to your left. If this ball gets past Connor Gillespie, it might be a base hit. But it does not get past. And watch how quickly he spears this. Right in the sweet spot. Get up. And shoots him down. That's a fun play for a third baseman.
Here's Jabari Blash. And close pitch. 1 ball and no strikes.
One more look. Now you get up. Square yourself to your target. Watch that all night long.
In tight to Blash, who's hitting it 0-6-7. It works out to 1 for 15.
He's a big fella, 6'5", 235.
Long arms. 3-0.
But lots of power. It's going to be a challenge for this young man to let the league know that he can hit the inside pitch. And that has always been a challenge of tall hitters. Man. Tight zone. Mark Wegner. See the look of Mark Samardzija, or Jeff Samardzija going, where the heck was that? This is exactly the same pitch that he threw the very first pitch of the game we thought he should have had. Just a little bit outside.
Here's Perdomo, who's 0 for 4, and he'll be asked to bunt. And he pulls the bat back, and that's 5 out of the strike zone in a row. So good speed at first with Blash. Blash does not have a steal. Padres do not have an offensive player with more than 2 in the lineup. Giants with a 2-0 lead. They scored both runs in the first inning. And a strike.
Samardzija for 6'5", 250 is pretty quick out of the stretch. He will give McCulley a chance to throw a would-be base stealer out. And Blash, he's got pretty good speed once he gets those long legs going.
And it's bunted foul, so it's 1-2. Glenn Hoffman running through a set of signs to Blash and to Perdomo. Runner goes, and he bunted it foul, and that's a strikeout. So Blash will have to come back. So here's Margot.
Margot opened up the game with a roller to the left of Arroyo, who made a nice play and threw him out. He hurt the Giants in San Diego with the long ball. However, none of those were against Jeff Samardzija. Samardzija didn't face him. He's that pitch in tight, 2-0.
Raking against San Francisco. 9 for 23 with a couple of big flies. And you know, when you do that against a team, you feel confident against that team, and it doesn't matter who's pitching. It's the uniform you feel comfortable with. It's good breaking ball, 2-0 count. Set up in the outside corner. Nick Hundley kind of tucking it in on the outside part of that strike zone.
Oh, got him. They got Blash leaning, and a really quick swipe tag by Morris as the Padres are going to take a look at it.
Oh, they won't look too long at that one. They got him.
And the Padres say we're good. So the Giants will send up Arroyo, Gillespie, and Hundley. It's 2-0 San Francisco. Christian Arroyo is going to lead things off. And a called strike to Arroyo, who reached on an error. Here he chops this one to second, where Solarte will make the play.
Well, our pivotal play of the game is brought to you by your Bay Area Mercedes-Benz dealers. Yesterday, Christian Arroyo hit an RBI single in the bottom of the sixth off Julio Urias to tie the game, and his mom went crazy. That is our pivotal play of the game.
Yes, she should. Gillespie had a 2-out base hit in the first to knock in a run. Slices it foul, and it's no balls and 1 strike.
We'll break a ball down. Mike Winters, the third base umpire, and crew chief saying no swing there.
Buster's in charge of the seeds tonight.
Well, you get a day off. You go on to seed patrol.
I think he's a guy that would share.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be lined right at Ibar, so a nice at bat. And here's Hundley. Hundley struck out in the first. First pitch, strike to Hundley, who's 0 for his last 8.
Talk about the life of a sinker baller.
There's a sinker that's tapped to Solarte, and that'll end the inning. So 2 ground balls and a line drive, and we'll head to the 4th. It remains 2-0.
Jeffrey Leonard with us. The score right now 2-0 with the Giants, so you're already a good luck charm for these guys. Thanks for coming out.
Oh yeah.
You have a great role with the Giants right now. You're a community ambassador, and tomorrow is the 2 flaps down giveaway. You cannot be here because you're doing something pretty special in Sacramento. Will you tell us about it?
Yes, it's the wheelchair tryouts and Special Olympics, and I really have to tell you, I mean, you take a lot of stuff for granted, and this is one thing that you can't. They will let nothing stop them. And it's just an unbelievable thing. It's so inspiring. It's just a day full of inspiration all the way around.
Unbelievable athletes.
Yes,
So
unbelievable.
Tomorrow is your giveaway, which may be one of the coolest giveaways. And one of the coolest commercials I ever saw was with you in it. So tell us about, did you help design this hat? Did you have any say in this? Or did they just say, Jeffrey, sell it?
No, it was birthed off the 1 flap down, and you know, I was really, really honored. And then they came up with the 2 flap down hat. They asked me to be involved and be a part of it. So I had a lot of fun with it, and it's still going on.
And our little man Cyrus wears it so well. Check it out. The 2 flaps down will be handed out tomorrow. Jeffrey the Hackman Leonard, always a pleasure. Put it on. Yeah, let's see it.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
He pulls it off.
I mean, this is for all you Cardinal fans who remember 1 flap down. There you go.
Now you got 2 flaps down. Well, actually, you have 4 flaps down. There are mini flaps on each flap, which makes it unique.
So here's Ibar with a count of no balls and 1 strike. Pretty good pitch down low, 1-1. The Hackman, well, he's fun to play with. He was fun to mess with too, but his looking mad and angry was half an act.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And once you got through that, then everything was fine.
Yeah, but it was fun to have him behind you because he was like Hunter Pence. I mean, he only had 1 speed, and it was all-out hustle and everything that he did.
I'll tell you what he could do, Mike, is he could play left field.
He could.
I mean, he could do a lot of things, but that was one thing he could really do. Tapped, and Samar just spears it and throws him out. Nice play. Yeah, this was the '87 playoffs where Hackman totally lit it up.
There was the original 1 flap down, 1 arm just at his side. He was something.
And he just did it to tick off the Cardinals. That's all.
And he was the MVP. Not often do you have an MVP come from the losing side in a 7-game series, but he was that good.
So Mike's got one.
Yeah, well, and this is real fake fur, and
what?
It's
real fake fur.
Well, yeah, and it's still alive.
But I see now the different flaps.
Yeah, there's the other flap there, and
so there's 4 flaps.
Yeah.
There's a front flap too.
No, that's so.
So you can put something in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you could put a ball in there.
That's your stash right there.
There. Here you go. There's a call strike.
Yeah.
Usually it could be a puppet. You scare the kids.
Well, it's very cool. Given the response of the first 2 flaps down hat, where we see him everywhere, and they're absolutely hysterical. I mean, this is going to add to the collection here.
Very cool. And I'm looking at the flaps on the side.
Yeah.
You can button them either if you want to button them up or you can button them down. See these flaps here? You can button them so that they stay up here, or you can button them so that they stay down. That's pretty cool. So a little thought went into this thing. And no, I'm not putting it on. 2-2.
Just missed. That's his first reach back velocity that's hit 97. And like most guys that are hard throwers, he saves it for a 2-strike surprise. This is not missed by much. You got to have some guts to take that pitch in a 2-strike count.
And he gets Myers again in a 1-2-3 inning. 3rd strikeout. There's the Hackman. 2 flaps down. That'll be
Bay Area is brought to you by Kelly Moore Paints. Go where the pros go. Kelly Moore, the painter's paint store. By Big O Tires. Tires, service, straight talk. Big O Tires, the team you trust. And by True Green, America's #1 professional lawn care company. Start today. Live life outside.
Well, here at AT&T Park, the Giants jumped out early to a 2-0 lead. That's where it stands. As Stubb takes a pitch for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Stubbs rolled out to third. Not a bad play when you can run like he can. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
And he can run. You're talking about the life of a sinker ball. You get a lot of outs in 3 or fewer pitches less, or 3 or less pitches, I beg your pardon. And it's also entertaining, because if you're a sinker ball, you're going to see guys break their bats. You're going to see guys hit balls off their feet and their shins.
Tap foul, 2-2.
Just the movement of the pitch from, say, Perdomo, a right-handed pitcher, to Drew Stubbs, a right-handed hitter. If he throws that thing down and in, you're liable to hit that thing right off your leg. And this just missed.
That ticks you off too. And he's going to watch this one roll foul. Giants had 3 hits in the first inning, came back with 2 2-out hits in the second. As it starts to get dark here in San Francisco. Boy, with a beautiful night. And when you see that shot, you can really tell the difference in the lights, can't you?
Yeah, you don't nearly have as much lights or light on the stands as you have the old lights.
Stubbs is out swinging.
Well, spend your Orange Friday happy hour at the ballpark Friday, May 12th. Your happy hour ticket will include live music, the opportunity to watch BP from the field, a barbecue buffet, and Lagunitas beverages, and the lower box tickets. See the Giants take on the Reds. Go to sfgiants.com/happy hour.
Here's Samardzija. Samardzija wraps this one to short. Remember, he can run, but he's not running, so that's out number 2. So 2 outs, and here's Joe Panik, who's 2 for 2. Panik has 2 hits, 2 singles. And he looks at a strike. So now lifetime against Perdomo. Panik is 6 for 9. And that's a fair ball, and that's Myers, and now it's 6 for 10. So a quick inning again for Perdomo, and Samardzija will come back out leading 2-0. 12th, Giants and Reds. And you need a special event ticket package, which is going to include a ticket to the game and a Santa Clara University Giants t-shirt. There it is. 415-972-2298, or you can visit sfgiants.com/special events. Good school. 2-0 Giants. And here's Solarte, Schimpf, and then Spangenberg. And the first pitch is high. 1 ball and no strikes.
Under that one just a little bit. He hasn't done that much tonight. For the most part, he's been on top of all his pitches, especially the fastball.
That hit him on the elbow.
Looked like got the left elbow on a cutter. Got 90 miles an hour, just bore right in on him. I mean, this just lights up Solarte, understandably.
You just hope it catches a lot of the meaty part of that arm.
I mean, he walked down to first base. I don't blame him after getting hit here. There ain't nothing funny about a funny bone.
Here's Schimpf, who hit a fly ball to left in the second. Second base runner.
That's the first time they've got a leadoff hitter on here.
A walk and now a hit batter. So Samardzija out of the stretch. Struck well to center field. Stubbs back. Stubbs at the track. Gone. A hit batter and a big fly, and it's 2-2. First hit of the game for the Padres. He's hit his second career home run off of Samardzija.
Well, it's the third game in a row that he has left Earth, and this is his 6th, as you say. And he takes on the deep part of this ballpark. And we've been seeing some carry out towards center, and here I don't think he needed a whole lot of help. That ball was nutted.
Here's Spangenberg.
Ball down right out over the plate. And Schimpf just teed it off.
Well, he's got an uppercut. 1 ball and 1 strike. Spangenberg lined out to Stubbs in the second.
He almost hits the elbow of Spangenberg. You think, watching it from home, well, why doesn't he just stick his elbow out there and take the hit by a basket? Well, because it hurts.
Well, your natural instinct is to get out of the way. You have to be highly trained, like Biggio and those guys, to not get out of the way or to actually throw it out there.
Well, it helps to have a protective piece on your elbow too, like Spangenberg has.
And a slicing line drive to left, and it gets by Belt. And Spangenberg is going to pick it up, and he's going to make it to third. That'll be a single and an error on Belt.
Coming over, he's thinking he's got this thing all the way. And you would think a ground ball would be the one that he would be more comfortable with, more so than a fly ball, but not this time. And with Spangenberg's speed, once this gets past Belt, it's an easy take of 2 extra bases. Goes down and takes that sinking movement to the opposite side. It's good at bat.
Here's Hedges. Infield is in. And Hedges rolls this one foul.
There you see the drawn in infield. But Samardzija's not thinking ground ball. He's thinking strikeout.
In tight. 1 ball and 1 strike. Glash on deck. Panic is out, and it's going to fall. And coming in to score is Spangenberg on the bloop, and the Padres take the lead.
Well, that's the problem with the drawn-in infield is you're going to lose some range if you're a middle infielder on little bloops out towards center. See what Panic sets up. Now, if he's in normal second base position, this is a can of corn. Not so here. It's an RBI single.
Now, this is kind of the way it's gone for Samardzija.
Well, the whole month of April has just been a nightmare of bad breaks. For Dave Righetti, sensing frustration in Samardzija, and he's out there to try and calm him down.
So here's Blash. Blash drew a walk in the 3rd. And a strike, and it's 0-1. Hit batter, home run, single error, and then the bloop by Hedges. And it's low to even the count.
Samardzija's reaching back. I mean, he's trying to high velocity himself out of this situation. I always remember the words of Rick Russell, who was a great sinker ball pitcher. And he had a theory about the harder they hit it, the softer you throw it. And Samardzija, as competitive as he is, he goes the other way. He tries to add on.
Hit on the ground to Gillespie, to Panic, to Moore. Sometimes when you get jammed, you can get a tough start out of the box.
Well, we talked about Jabari Blash. I mean, he's 6'5", so when he does take a swing, it takes a little while to get unwrapped. But that is a severe jam job you're talking about. I don't know if your heart's even into it because your hands are burning.
And Morris will make the catch, and that'll end the inning. So a tough inning for Samardzija in a lot of different ways. But the Giants got the right guys coming up.
Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
3-2 Padres. We're going to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Padres with a 3 spot on the board. Got their first hit. Smart had a no-hitter going to the 5th inning, and all of a sudden, whoop, 3 spot. So Brandon Belt steps in against Perdomo, trying to get some of those runs back and get that lead back for the Orange and Black.
Belt is 2 for 2. Over shift as always. Belt drives one to center field. On the move is Margot. He can't get it. This bounces up against the wall and it kicks away from him. And Belt into second base with his 3rd hit.
All 3 of his hits tonight, he has beaten the shift. Prior to this pitch, they had Margot, the center fielder, who played way over in the left center field gap. High fastball, and that's the area that he has to let the rest of the league know that he can cover. He's been seeing a steady diet of high fastballs. And not even the speed of Margot could catch up to it. That ball was hit hard.
Here's Pence. Pence has popped out and then was hit on the jersey with an inside fastball. So he's 0 for 1. And he hammers this one a foul.
Hey, backhander.
The guy's got a glove that's 4 feet long.
Yeah, that's a softball player. That's the biggest glove I've ever seen.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, we have that one gag glove that's huge, but that thing's an actual glove.
That's a glove that somebody uses.
Yeah. Now, how hard would it be to turn a double play at second base as a second baseman with that thing?
You couldn't. You'd have to use the back of it. We're not getting on you. Good.
Hey, he brought his glove.
Bring what you got.
Amen.
Pence cannot hold up. It's 1-2. Morris on deck. And it squirts away and Belt to 3rd.
So Hedges gets a breaking ball. I think just kicks away from him. I mean, one thing about breaking balls is they are predictable. They will bounce as this one does. If you're a right-handed pitcher, it'll bounce into a right-handed hitter.
And Pence chases, and they throw him out.
No more frustrating at bat than that one for an RBI guy. We have a runner at 3rd, nobody out.
Well, we're going to see some healthy rips here. Morris has bounced out and he has struck out, and the infield's going to play back. To right. There's the catch. Here's the throw. Game tied. Say this about Michael Morris. He doesn't wait around.
He is not Jimmy jacking around. He's looking for one location, one speed. And on one pitch, he gets the job done. Nice at bat.
So the wild pitch definitely comes into play here in the 5th. And here's Arroyo with 2 outs and nobody on.
So you know what I like about this is that the offense just picked up some margin. And I think you have to have that feeling as a pitcher that if you make a mistake, your offense will pick you up.
Tap to second. And that'll end the inning. Giants tie it up through 5. It's 3-3.
And Connor Gillespie tonight, a diving stop off of Austin Hedges' bat with a hard hit ground ball. That came in the 3rd inning. One crossover step, a little hop, and he spares it all the time in the world. Shoots him down. That's our Togo's big play. But the Togo's way.
Samardzija back to work facing Manuel Margot in the pitch, and there's a little flinch by our home plate umpire Mark Wegner. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch number 56 for Samardzija is low and away 2-0. So it'll be wise for Samardzija to get into the strike zone. He does. It's 2-1. Ibar and then Myers. Out of play, 2-2. His fastball has really had different velocity, anywhere from 91 to 97.
He changed his grip on the fastball. Always gets lots of movement, regardless of how he grips it.
Down the right field line, that'll be foul. Hey, Dave Draveki's in the house.
Had a chance to visit with Dave and his wife Jan, living in Turlock now. They love the valley. And what a giant he was.
He's a good dude. Samardzija can't get it, but Panic will. I'll tell you one thing about Dravecki, he was hard to hit.
Well, he was hard to hit. Remember in 1989 when he should never have done this. He should never have come back physically, but he somehow, with guts and determination, he does. And against the Reds, August 10th, he comes back, and boy, we needed a shot in the arm in 1989, and he gave that to us. And look at Terry Kennedy. The two came over, former Padre teammates together, very, very close. And just an emotional night for everybody.
Here's Ibar.
And then what was his next start? The start in Montreal.
Yes. Here's his wife Jan. And his next start in Montreal would be his last start. We're in the middle of the diamond in Montreal. His arm broke on a pitch, and you could hear it snap like a young tree limb. And then it healed up. And the Giants that year, we would go to the playoffs. And in the game against the Cubs that clinched the National League pennant for the Giants, there was a big pile out there in the middle of the diamond. He re-broke that arm. And it healed up and it got re-broken.
And by with a little pop-up out to Arroyo. On Saturday, May 13th, the first 20,000 fans are going to receive a collectible tin box. And it's presented by Chevron Extra Mile. It's the perfect tin box for baseball cards, Giants keepsakes, or for lunch. Join us at the park for your pens and pencils. Join us at the park as Giants take on the Reds. sfgiants.com for tickets.
I mean, that was a lunch pill when we were kids. Tin box.
Myers hits one a mile in the air, and it's going to be Belt who puts it away, and that'll end the inning. 10 pitches for Samardzija.
Area is brought to you by the all-new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica. By AAA. Get a free Giants welcome mat. Restrictions apply. Go to AAA.com/Giants or to a AAA branch for details. By Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By State Farm. Combine auto and renters and see how much you can save. Talk to an agent today. By Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com.
Gillespie with a lining drive caught by Solarte in shallow right field.
Unbelievable luck. Another guy, I'm sure he's not going to be that disappointed when April falls off the calendar.
A hit and 2 line drives in this game.
Well, the last 2 line drives have done this. They found a glove.
Here's Hundley.
It does frustrate you. And then somebody will say, hey, don't worry, you'll get a bloop somewhere down the road. It evens out.
Hundley pops this one out to Blash in right field, and Blash puts it away.
And there's not a hitter who ever played at the big league level that believes that.
No, I agree. So here's Stubbs. Stubbs is 0 for 2. And he looks at a strike. So margin to follow. It's a 3-3 ball game here in the 6th. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
They had a wild game tonight, Yankee Stadium. Yankees were down in that game to the Orioles in the 5th inning, 9-1.
Yeah.
And they came back and won that game 14-11.
Played where?
Yankee Stadium.
Oh. 1-2.
Starting to see offenses start to wake up as you start to get into some of the warmer months.
6-pitch inning for Perdomo, and that ends with a strikeout. 7th inning coming your way. It's 3-3. Dealer. A 3-3 ball game. Giants 2 in the 1st. Padres took the lead in the 5th, and then the Giants tied it up in the bottom of that inning. Perdomo a little shaky early, has settled down. Samardzija is throwing the ball pretty well. Panic and Belt, yeah, they got 5 of the 6 hits for the Giants. So here's Solarte as he will hit first in the 7th. Solarte hit it in the forearm in the 5th inning, and that got the rally going. Here he pops the first pitch back and out of play. Schimpf and then Spangenberg. All back, 0-2.
You can see what he's trying to do with it. He's trying to get in tight. Solarte likes the ball middle away. That's where he can hurt you.
And the high fastball makes it 1-2.
I think that's just to clean the pal of the eye. You've got 2 options. You can try and front door sink. You can try and force him on the hands. You can back foot slider the guy.
And he just got a piece. It stays at 1-2.
That's a hard slider. bad hand. One of 3 left-handers the Padres have in their bullpen starting to get stretched. And baseball socks are back.
Yes, they are. And you know what? Good for them. Good for it.
I like it.
So it'll be out of play down the left field line.
Swing percentage, pitches per plate appearance, 3rd lowest. He likes to hack. So, I mean, how do you pitch a guy like that? Well, you take advantage of his aggressiveness. You do not want to make mistakes out over the middle of the plate. Just throw it to a corner, let your movement take it away, and hope he follows.
And another foul.
Who our ball dude down there, Tony Graham. Heads up, Tony. That was dangerous. We're worried about you there, T. All right, he's got it. I got this one. I got this one. Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, he looks the part.
Yeah,
that's
very ball
like
dudish.
half the battle. Ooh.
Got him again. Well, he gets him with a breaking ball here. I mean, not that it's going to make Solarte feel any better about it, but at least he knows it's not intentional. And remember what happened in the 5th inning when he hit Solarte. He was the leadoff. He was the leadoff hitter, and he would come around to score. That was the 3-run 5th. So here, Samardzija puts himself basically into the stretch position because he hits him to start the inning off. That was the last thing Samardzija was trying to do.
Schimpf hit a ball over the center field wall to tie the game in the 5th. First pitch is down low. 1 ball and no strikes.
You mentioned the uppercut that Schimpf has. I mean, it's a swing that really is built for the low part of the strike zone. And that's what he proved in his last at bat against Samardzija. Got a pitch down around the knees, out over the plate, took it over the wall in center. And he's hot right now. 3 home runs in his last 3 games.
This is see the pitch Mike's talking about. See how it's down.
Padres hit into a lot of double plays, and Samardzija would love to see one right now.
He comes in again, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Solarte with his lead. And he gets the call. 2-2.
Change up. Just completely gets Schimpf fooled. A lot of slide go from his back leg to his front leg. He was not looking change up.
And a high fastball.
So he elevates, finishes him off. The guy with an uppercut is always going to have a hole up top, and he just took advantage of it.
All right, Amy G, what's up?
All right, well, gentlemen, congratulations are in order for the Giants organization yesterday announcing their 500th consecutive sellout. And President and CEO of the Giants, Larry Baer, joining you two in the booth and crediting the fan base, saying not only are they one of the best fan bases in baseball, they're one of the best fan bases in all of sports. And the players said thank you as well. They do notice when the stands are full. Guys?
Yes, and it brings energy to the team every day, and it especially brings energy when they come off a rough road trip like the last one, or in the middle of the summer when you come off of road trips where it's hot and you come into this park. And of course, you can get energy from little guys like that too.
It's great to hear the Giants players brag about it, and they do it in spring training. I mean, every year guys that come to the organization for the first time by way of trade or free agency, and the Giants players, you know, they tell the new guys, yeah, wait till we get back to San Francisco. You can't believe what it's like to play there every day with the energy that we have.
Here's the 1-1. Spangenberg lined to hit to left field in his last at bat, and this one's down the right field line, and it's trouble. Pence is going to dig it out, and because he did that, that's going to hold Solarte at third.
Take a look at the pitch up around the belt, and Spangenberg, who's seen it pretty good tonight, he got a mistake and took full advantage of it. No hesitation either from Solarte. The point you make about Hunter Pence digging that thing off the wall with the bare hand and getting it to Joe Panic quickly is the only thing that prevented an RBI. It kept the score tied.
The hitter is Hedges. Hedges blooped a single over Panic in the 5th inning. Here he pops this one out of play. Samardzija can make some good pitches here. He can get out of this.
Well, you need a break. You need an Adam ball in the infield. You need a pop-up comebacker. I mean, he's pitching for the strikeout in his mind. You know, these are the situations where you need to get lucky, especially in a tie game.
Timeout is called.
Hedges 14 RBIs, and that leads the National League, well, actually all of the major leagues in catcher RBIs.
Got a piece. It's 0-2.
Margin digging deep. That's 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Just bottomed out. That's the look of concern for Dave Righetti, Giants pitching coach.
Samardzija pitching for the strikeout. And it's a bit high. It's 1-2.
But a patient 0-2 pitch. I think he wants to go down and get him out below the knees, below the strike zone. And like he threw on the second pitch, that last pitch up above the strike zone. I mean, hey, look, some guys will swing at it, but at the very least, it cleans the eye.
Got him.
96th him on the outside corner, and that's exactly what he was pitching for. Take a look at how he worked him. Got a breaking ball at 90 on the outside corner for a strike, and he went down and in and got a quick 0-2, went up above the 95, and then 96th him back to the bench. Have some pine meat.
Flash. Takes one in tight. 1 ball and no strikes. Hector Sanchez, the former Giant, is on deck. He would be hitting for Perdomo. 2-0.
No activity in the Giants pen. I mean, this is Samardzij's inning.
And he's got 86 pitches. There's Hector. Good fella, Hector. There's a strike.
Barry Blash having a little word with himself. A 2-0 count. He got a fastball down. I mean, that is an area where he can hurt you. Tall the hitter with normally the lower baseball hitter that he is.
Slowly hit. Gillespie cleanly got him. Side retired. Samardzija does indeed make good pitches, and he gets out of the inning. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and repair experts.
So the new pitcher now for San Diego will be the lefty Brad Hand. You take a look at what he has done. Very good start. 11 strikeouts against 2 walks. The 7 base runners getting on board against Mr. Hand.
Here's Tomlinson, the pinch hitter. Tomlinson lines it to right. He's got a base hit.
He can hit. Such a good, solid approach the other way. And a little breaking ball. You're going to see that hard cutter at 91 from Hand. I know it's not a hanger. You try and pull that, you roll it over. It's a ground ball to shortstop here. He stays inside it. He goes to right field. And Brad Hand's got good stuff. He's a 4-pitch guy. You'll see low to mid-90s with the fastball. Claw heating up.
Here's Panic. Panic is 2 for 3. Those hits obviously off of Perdomo. And he bunts this one in the air, and it's going to be caught.
Oh, that hurts.
So an unproductive out for Joe Pan, or at bat, and here's Belt.
Take a look at Brandon Belt's night tonight. 3 for 3. The first hit, a sinker at 94 outside corner. How do you beat it? You go the other way. Then again, good pitch on the outside location. How do you beat it? Well, you hit it away from the defense. And here, a high fastball. And this is the key. He beats a high fastball at 94. He hits it off the wall in center, gets himself a double, a 3-for-3 night.
Tomlinson with a healthy lead. And Belt waves at a breaking ball, and it's 0-1. Belt against Hand is 2 for 3, or make that 2 for 7 in his career. A 3-3 ball game here in the 7th inning. It is a bullpen game for the rest of the way.
Jeff Samardzija, a good night tonight.
Belt takes this breaking ball.
You know the other bit of good news for Jeff Samardzija?
What's that?
He will not have to pitch in April anymore. His next start will be in May.
Oh, how sweet is that?
April has not been kind to him.
In tight. You wonder when Belt sees the way this alignment is set up, and you're in a close game, I wonder if he just thinks about maybe pushing one down the third base line.
I think he absolutely does. But it's got to have a little steam on it. It's got to get past the left-handed pitcher, because Hand's going to fall out towards the third base line, and he's going to have some coverage on that side of the field. If you're going to do it, you got to push it a little bit harder than a normal bunt.
See the lights in the background. They're trying.
Well, I mean, with Belt in the batter's box, the first time we ever saw it, it worked. The rally lights.
Oh no!
Well, Belt not believing it.
Bruce Bochy just almost flipped his hat out on the field.
Now let's take a look. Did he go? No, that's a bad call.
So instead of being 3-1, it's 2-2.
Bochy giving Mike Winters an earful, deservedly.
Three and 2.
And that did not miss by much. That was an exceptional 2-2 pitch. And it was off the plate about 3 inches.
And the walk.
Well, a free 90 feet, and that's a 90-foot gift that puts a runner in scoring position, and a runner with good speed in Kelby Tomlinson at second base.
Here's Hunter Pence. Pence is 4 for 9 with a couple of doubles against Brad Hand.
Breaking balls away. Only one time did he miss, and that was inside. I don't think that was by design. That was a mistake. Everything else off the plate away.
So Pence has got a little bit of ownage on Hand with Tomlinson and Belt aboard. Low, 1 ball and no strikes.
And turning that ball over, trying to get some sink. He's looking for the ground ball. The thing about Pitts, when he gets it going, I mean, he's a good low ball hitter.
Michael Morris on deck. And that's tapped foul at the plate.
In the second inning, this was a hit batsman that didn't hurt. Just hit his uniform. They had to go and review the play before it was overruled, but there indeed it did hit the uni.
Breaking ball for a strike, 1 and 2.
That's a big one. You see the arc as you trail this thing in. Just, I mean, that's a rainbow. Good pitch.
So Belt in a battle with Tomlinson at second. Or make that Pence in the dirt, and a nice play by Edges.
Now that was the intent of the pitch. They're trying to throw that thing. You get a guy 1-2 with a big curveball like Hand has. You try and bounce it on home plate. That had a little scud action on it, hitting about a foot out in front of home plate. Not an easy one to block. Good play.
Two and 2. Out of play.
Michael Morse chalking up.
And another 2-2 pitch. Got him.
So the payoff pitch, the big curveball. Sees it, tries to wait, and in the end it winds up being perfect location. He expands his zone to protect with 2 strike. Just catches a piece, not enough to get it out of the glove of Hedges. So a big strikeout for Hand.
Morris 2 for 9, lifetime with a double. And he fouls it back. First pitch breaking ball, and it's 0-1. Morris trying to give the Giants the lead. 0-2.
Easy 94 right through him. So you set that fastball up with that first pitch balloon curveball that he threw in. And after the big slow curveball, that 94 looks a little faster. Not that 94 is not fast enough by itself.
Morris behind in the count. Very high, 1-2. Morris with a sacrifice fly in the 5th that tied the game. So we'll see what Morris gets here. The 1-2 pitch. And they're going to say he went around, and that's going to end the inning. So hand comes back. He strikes out Pence and Morris. We will head to the 8th. It remains tied.
T-Mobile. Tomorrow's starters will feature a couple of right-handers. Jhoulys Chacin for the Padres taking on Matt Cain, who has been a great story for the Giants early on this year. And that coverage begins at 5 p.m. on NBC Sports Bay Area. So join us if you would. That's our T-Mobile Unlimited Baseball break.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and repair experts.
So Derek Law, the new pitcher now for Bruce Bochy, 11th time that he's come in. He's had a good first month. And he's going to face an old Giant.
So here's Hector Sanchez. And a big breaking ball for a called strike. Hernandez comes in to play left. He is going to replace Morris. His belt goes from left to first. Another curveball and another strike, and it's 0-2.
Hector Sanchez with glasses, a new look. And you mentioned this earlier when he was on deck last inning. Really one of the nice guys in the game.
Popped up. It's going to be the kid near second base, and he puts it away. It was Sanchez who caught Litzkin's no-hitter.
2 times Litzkin has no-hit the Padres. This time he had Hector Sanchez putting down the fingers, and for a catcher that is validation. Not many catchers can make that claim, but Hector Sanchez can. And on that particular day, Litzkin and Sanchez were unbelievable.
Margot takes a curveball, so the curveball is working. Margot is 0 for 3. Fouls this one back. He had a good rip. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he got him. MLB.TV Premium, well, it's back, and as you know, it's better than ever. You can watch every out-of-market regular season game live. Plus, get a free subscription to At Bat Premium. Blackout, other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. Yes, indeed. Here's Ibar.
Well, he kind of called a fastball away, and Law shook him off. He wants a curveball.
He likes that curveball.
He's got it going right now. I don't know if he thought long and backed off and maybe second guessed it.
One ball and no strikes. And a strike. Here's Law and the 1-1, and it's rolled foul down right in front of the Padre bullpen.
Ouch.
That was a check swing that got Hundley. It's tough.
He got him on his left foot. Put up on Mark Wegner asked if he was okay. He gave him, yeah, I am, but let's see where he hits him. Ooh. Now you say, well, he's got shin guards on. That's not going to hurt. If you get it right on the kneecap, it does hurt. Right. Booker.
And that's going to be a base hit, a 2-out single for Ibar, bringing Myers to the plate. Myers against Samardzija was 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Law does on the first pitch. And the breaking ball is low.
One thing hitters will log in their database between their ears is what a guy throws after he throws a big curveball, opening up an at bat, following a called ball. Does he come back with a fastball? Does he throw another breaking ball? And there's your answer.
Well, he's falling behind. Now Myers has got some leverage. Runner goes. Hundley's throw into center field. So moving to third is Ibar. That'll be a stolen base and an error.
Yeah, it would have been much more painful had it been 1 out. With 2 outs, I mean, you can make it feel a little bit better if you can get Myers out. Here's the curveball. And Hundley knew he had to hurry because it was such a slow pitch. And in doing so, he kind of threw a ball that sailed away from Tomlinson. So if you're pitching, you say, I'm going to pick you up.
The 2-1 pitch. Popped up for Stubbs. You can hit some pop-ups, folks. My goodness. Arroyo, Gillespie, Hundley. It remains 3-3.
The Giants postgame live team with new host Dave Feldman and Ahmed Fareed. Oh, and by the way, Flan, Wynn, Estes, Aurelia, Bill Lasky, they're all back too. So join them if you would. Giants postgame live following every game. Hey, we're here.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and repair experts.
So Ryan Booker, the new pitcher now for the Padres.
Orioles 0 for 3, twice rolled out to second. High drive, left field, it is out of here. And the Giants take the lead. Unbelievable. Provide a spark, kid.
He ain't going back. Get used to that dugout, kid. You talk about some quick hands and lightning bat speed. I mean, he may have a baby face, but that is a killer in the batter's box. And he killed that challenge fastball by Booker.
And Gillespie lifts it foul and out of play.
And watch the hands throw the head. I mean, that is lightning bat speed. And there was no doubt about it as soon as it left the wood. Wow.
Low to Gillespie.
Take a look. He loads and the bat head throw and everything is perfect. And watch the snap of the bat come right through the ball and just smother it.
Good pitch to Gillespie to make it 1-2. And watch in the background. Gillespie goes the other way, and running it down is Margot. He went a long way. Tough night for Gillespie. He's got a hit and an RBI, a big hit and an RBI, but boy, he's hit the ball hard in every at bat after that, and he's got nothing.
Yeah, 1 for 4 really could have been a 4 for 4 night for Gillespie.
Hundley is 0 for 3, and he looks at a strike. Another and 2.
You know, it's when you can go in the middle of a season and you can find energy out of your own system. That is a tremendous shot in the arm. That's what this kid has done for this Giants team. They've been struggling offensively, and he has come up and given them some juice.
For Hundley, this is his 15th game, and he's had 46 at bats, not including walks or sacrifices. I'm not sure he felt like he was going to get that much at the beginning of the season. Pops this one back and out of play with the concussion to Buster Posey. And then having Posey play more games at first because of losses of other players. Hundley, even the kid Arroyo's getting a lot of at bats. Hundley takes high. It's 2-2.
So Mark Melancon very quickly got up, started throwing a little bit harder. I mean, he was going to come into this game anyway at the top of the ninth, whether it would be tied or if the Giants had a lead. I mean, it's just the role of the closer at home.
Hundley skies this one to left, but it's in the park.
As Spangenberg makes the catch, 2 outs.
You know what Huntley's going to be thinking, heading back to the dugout.
I just missed that one. So here's Stubbs. Stubbs takes a strike. Swing. Ain't gonna miss. Nothing in 2. And it's high to Stubbs. Stubbs behind in the count. And he pops one up. And this is Hedges coming back. And Hedges is going to make the catch. And that's going to end the inning. So the kid comes up and he gets a fastball and he gives the Giants the lead, and it is bye-bye baby. And it's 4-3 San Francisco. Giants Padres. Now remember, it's a 6 p.m. start. Pregame Live is going to start an hour earlier at 5 right here on NBC Sports Bay Area. And you can also check out Giants games, and you can stream it live on NBC Sports app, and also check out Alex Pavlovich on NBCSportsBayArea.com.
Tell the new pitcher now for the Giants will be Mark Melanson.
And it's time for a change. Thanks Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and repair experts.
9th time that he has come in. He's got 4 saves on the year. ERA of 2.359, strikeouts in 7 2/3 innings.
Solarte's been hit by a pitch twice. He's also hit a fly ball to center field. And taking all the way, and he takes a pitch down low.
Did you just insinuate there that I didn't know what the time of the game was?
No, I mean, there might be some people out there that think it's a day game.
Well, that would be me, part of that group.
The only good thing about it is
you didn't go out and purchase things to cook tomorrow night. That's the only good thing.
I mean,
how much money did you spend on meat?
The 9 pounds of meat I have in my refrigerator right now.
On the ground to Belt, and it's a foul ball as it just kicked foul at the bitter end. Rockies beat the D-backs tonight 3-1. Take a look at the big shot of the game. This gave the Giants the lead.
Just a no doubt about her.
So Solarte chucking up with Schimpf and then Spangenberg. And a little pop-up out into shallow center field. And Panic's gonna dive, and he makes the catch! What a great play by Joe Panic.
You don't get a lot of help if you're a second baseman from your glove. It's the smallest glove in the field. And this was going to be a high backhander attempt if he could get to it. Now he's playing out about 15-20 feet in the outfield, and that is what allowed him to sweet spot that little pop-up. What a great play. And a huge first out. And Mark Melanson saying thank you.
So with one out, here's Schimpf. Schimpf takes low, 1 ball and no strikes. Schimpf homered off of Samardzija in the 5th. And he lines this one foul.
Heads up down there.
One ball and 1 strike. To right. Pence coming in, and he's going to make the running catch.
Now the Giants do not play the protection of the right center field gap here like most visiting teams do. And by way they set up Pence prior to the pitch is the only thing that allowed him to get that ball. If he's over here where a lot of teams are, that's a base hit.
Spangenberg will step up with 2 outs. And he shows bunt, and he went after it. It's 0-1.
Spangenberg's going to argue that a little bit, but I don't think he's going to win it. And drop that curveball in. And boy, I mean, that is a pitch that the last week he's really been able to lower the sights of and control the lower part of the strike zone with. Something he didn't quite have the feel for when the season started. He was missing a bit high with that pitch. Not anymore.
And Spangenberg just got a piece.
Yeah, that's exactly where Melanson wanted to put it.
No balls, 2 strikes. 1-2.
So the cutter at 92 away from the breaking ball.
One and two. Fouled again. Melanson and his old college teammate talking about what to do next on this 1-2 pitch. University of Arizona.
Couple Wildcats. Couple of gamers.
Yes, indeed. Well, got a piece.
Spangenberg putting up a fight. Definitely in the die-hard mode here.
Two and two. Foul.
It's good at that right here.
Spirited, huh?
Oh, no doubt. From both guys. Spangenberg, Melanson.
And the 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to Panic. And that's your ball game. The kid gives the Giants the lead, and Melanson shuts the door.